Hello everyone, welcome to Court with Krissy. We've got an avatar making an appearance in court that isn't a cat. But what bugs me the most is that no one wants to tell this cartoon character that she needs to remove her hat and sunglasses. Am I the only one? I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Good afternoon, Miss Grace. How are you today?
I'm good, Judge.
Are you the litigation manager today or somebody else going to be with me?
Miss Bridgewater is signing on right now as we speak, and she's signing on.
Okay, thank you. I
Miss
appreciate it.
Bridgewater, no problem.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight. You have been charged in case 25 CR 002569F with 2 counts of simple battery family violence. Is there a history, Mr. Howard?
Third arrest, 2018 marijuana, 2011 CWAC, not prosecuted.
Mr. Rockman?
Thank you, Judge. I do have I see it looks like he received first offender treatment for a purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution, sale of marijuana charge. That was 2020. But aside from that, I have what pretrial has. This incident took place on May 12th, 2025 at 74 Northside Drive, Southwest Atlanta. It's the 76 gas station there. Law enforcement responded to a fight in progress call at the location, and upon arrival spoke with the reporting party. And that individual's name is Miss Samantha Contreras. She explained that she was driving on Northside Drive when she witnessed a man dragging a woman out of the car and repeatedly hitting her at the location. The officer made contact with the individual ultimately identified as the victim in this case, Miss Trinity Blue, who explained that the defendant, who is her brother, had picked her up the previous night and taken her to their aunt's house in Camp Creek. The victim faces housing issues, and the defendant, along with another individual, went to various locations while she was trying to find a shelter or somewhere to reside. At the gas station, the defendant and the victim got into a verbal dispute about purchasing an item, and she got in the back seat of the car, slamming the door in the process, and the defendant, who was in the process of then removing the victim's belongings from the vehicle, proceeded to walk around the car, open the door, and pull the victim out of the vehicle while yanking her by her hair. This incident was captured on camera. Officers were able to review that and verify the victim's statements and the statements of that third party, Ms. Contreras. The Miss Blue requested medical attention, complaining of arm soreness. The defendant later returned to that location, confirmed his identity, and was placed under arrest. We have spoken with the victim in this case. She is the sister of the defendant. They don't live together anymore, and she confirmed the events in the warrant. She explained the defendant has always been verbally abusive towards her, but this is the first time he's been physically violent with her. She explained that currently she is on her way out of state to stay with her mom's family. And she does not wish to have contact with the defendant. Given the former, we're not asking for a stay away from any address outside of the 74 Northside Drive one here, that gas station. We would ask the court sound for her when appropriate. But as for the recommendation, we are asking for $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services on each count. No further contact with Trinity Blue. Again, the stay away, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Ms. Blue, I see that you're with us. If you would like to address the court, now is your opportunity. I need for you to
Yes,
come on, I need for you to come on camera for me, please.
yes, sir. How you doing? Let me see if I can turn this avatar off.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Okay. Yes. Good afternoon, Ms. Blue. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. What would you like to tell the court, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Hold on. Let me turn the camera off. I am traveling at this point in time. So I would just like to simply tell the courts what happened yesterday in the history of my relationship with my brother. Yesterday I was walking around the store asking him and my cousin to purchase me a Ocean Spray cranberry juice. Upon us leaving out the store, he told me, "Don't ever in your life embarrass me like that." We spent the day after we left Camp Creek searching for homeless shelters, as he and I did live in the house with our father by blood. The reason why I had to leave that residence was because my gun was jammed on March 19th with police reports to follow up with that. Back to yesterday, after we left the homeless shelter, that's how we ended up at the gas station. I don't have money or anywhere to live. That's why I'm on a bus back to Houston. My brother was physically aggressive and verbally upset that I repeatedly asked him and the other Quintavious Knight to purchase my Ocean Spray cranberry juice. The man was buying it on EBT. You're not even buying it with cash money. Like, come on. Those things being said, this my brother and my cousin. We've always had great relationships. He came to my rescue. On Mother's Day, I was crying outside in the rain, and my brother did that for me. However, I felt like he got aggravated because he kept telling me all day, "You're homeless. You burned your bridges with everybody in Atlanta. You ain't got nothing. You can't go nowhere." It was almost like it was a mockery. Verbally, I had no response to that. It all came to a head whenever my cousin, who purchased the drinks on EBT, my brother was filling up the gas tank. He said, "You know what? Get the fuck out of my car." He started to remove things from the left side of the vehicle. I had no response, and you can follow up via camera. On the right side of the vehicle, I got into the car and I left the door open at first. My cousin then again began to mock me like they had been doing all day. My cousin said, "Yeah, well, I don't understand. If you can buy a Mike's alcohol, then you should be able to purchase your own Ocean Spray cranberry juice." And excuse my language, judge, but I said, "Fuck, nigga. You lost your job 2 weeks ago. The Nature's Own Bakery got closed." I said, "You lost your job 2 weeks ago. I drove all the way from Locust Grove 2 times in 1 week to support you."
Can you just tell me what he did? Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so
tell
I
me what he
slammed the
did.
door after that conversation, and then he came around and he physically pulled me out of the car. He pulled me by my hair. He was striking me in my face with his fist. I kept telling him to stop. My right arm was out of the car. He was pulling my right arm. I was kind of resisting him. So that resulted in a soreness of my muscle. I was prescribed ibuprofen 800 for that. And I had a headache after the event. Once that commenced at the gas station where he was parked, he proceeded to throw all of my belongings out. Once he had me out of the car, he cursed me out, and then he ran off. Got in his car with the other Quintavious Knight. They sped off. I called my auntie Neat. I explained to her what happened. She said, "Sweetheart, I cannot help you." I have not had any contact with my family since then. There was a lady, I guess that's the Quinteros. I know her as Sammy. Her and her 13-year-old were driving and they witnessed all of this happening. After they left, she came
Okay,
up to ask.
thank you, Ms. Blue. You've told me what had happened. You don't have to tell me all the rest of it. I appreciate you being here this afternoon. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, Mr. Chitaya.
No objection to the state's recommendation, Your Honor.
Okay. For each charge will be a $1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Makes for a total of a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 1-day anger awareness, no further contact with Ms. Blue, stay away from the 76 gas station on Northside Drive, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you both.
Wait, yes, sir. Can I ask a question about retrieving my belongings from my dad's house? Is it possible for me to have an officer present whenever I get my belongings? Because now I'm going to Houston and I still have my bed and all of my furniture inside of the location where my brother and my dad reside.
Yeah, you'll have to make arrangements through your father, Miss Blue. Your brother can no longer have any contact with you, so he can't be present. But if your father wants to help assist you get your belongings, that's fine with the court. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Knight. Who do we have next?
Number 14, Moulton.
Okay.